Good evening and welcome to another edition of Fundy Motorsports Magazine. A little later on in tonight's show, we're going to be showing feature racing from Hammond River Raceway. But first, an Autoslalom event sponsored by the New Brunswick Sporting Car Club. Good afternoon, racing fans. Welcome to Fundy Motorsports Magazine. Today we're going to take you on a 60-second Let Her All Hang Out ride. The event, Autoslalom, sponsored by the New Brunswick Sporting Car Club. So come along for the ride. Steward for today's event is Mike Boodle. Mike, could you explain a little bit to us about what the steward is doing here?
Steward's job is to make sure the cars get in and out of the course cleanly. He keeps track of any cones or off courses, and basically just polices the course out there to make sure nobody gets in trouble or out of shape or whatever.
Okay, in the Autoslalom event, it's not a dangerous sport. It's very a mild sport. What would you suggest for people that on the street that would like to get into it? How would they do it?
Well, all they have to do is come approach one of the members of the club, get an entry form, get their car entered. You don't have to have a high-performance car to operate out here. As you see, we have a fellow with a K5 Blazer out there. His times are a little longer than some of the faster cars, but he still has fun doing what he's doing, so.
Well, if a few other people came along with their trucks, they could have their own class there, couldn't they?
Well, yes, we're hoping to see a few more trucks if they want to come. The course is a little tight for something that large. We'd like to see more 5-liter Mustangs or the newer generation Camaros so we can create their own separate class if we get enough vehicles here.
Well, that definitely would make it very interesting to have new classes in there because there are many types of cars out there, and any type of car basically could do this.
Yeah, you could use any family sedan, sports coupe. It doesn't really matter. Anything that you can bring out that you're not scared of scrubbing the tires a little bit. It's not really hard in equipment. We're not going that fast.
Okay. Now, Mike, what brought you into the sport here? You're a relatively newcomer. What was it that sparked you to get in?
Well, I participated once last summer with a car of my own, and these gentlemen needed a starting steward, so I decided to volunteer my time as starting steward where I can do more use for the club than outrunning my own car.
Well, that's a very important point. Volunteers are needed for this sport in order to keep it running. Nobody gets paid for this. You do it for the love of it.
Yes, that's right. It's all voluntary. We would like to have a couple more course stewards, people that could come and stay all the time just to do stewarding. And we'd like to have an official timekeeper every month because we have to keep changing individuals as they run their cars or don't run their cars.
Okay, well, great. Thanks a lot, Mike, and have fun.
Thank you very much.
Up and pulled off, perfect. Excuse me, pulled off 339. Second 3 dots last right. The underside quality in the lane, cool off time.
One of the officials here at today's event is Sean Spendmore. Sean, what's your responsibility here today?
Today I was in charge of setting up and organizing the course and the event.
Okay. In the setup of the course, did you make it difficult or a little easier, or how did you set it up?
Well, we always try to make it difficult and challenging for everybody, but it's trying to balance it for the high-powered cars and the smaller cars, so we have some tight areas and some open areas. Try and keep it fair for everybody and challenged. Keep the times a little bit closer.
Was it any particular more difficult to have like a four-wheel drive truck here?
Oh yes, definitely. That's a very big truck. Probably most difficult to drive here. It's high up off the ground, so it's going to roll a fair bit. It doesn't have the same traction as the smaller cars. So John, coming out in the four-wheel drive, he's got a lot of courage because he doesn't have the same times, but he's having fun and driving with the rest of us.
I think that's the number one thing. Have fun and just try to do a little better than you did last time.
Exactly.
Here's a rundown of the winners of the event. Starting off in Class 1, we have Stacy Chapman. His time is 50.62 seconds. In Class 2, it was Chris Galbraith with his Mustang in a time of 1 minute and 7/100ths of a second. In Class 3 was Paul Vanderland. Sorry I don't have your time here, Paul. Class 4, we have John McNamara. His time, 53.37 seconds. And finally, in class number 5, Peter Dykman. His time, 59.45 seconds. Well, that wraps up another segment of Fundy Motorsports Magazine. If you're interested in becoming a member of a sporting car club or just drop in to see what's happening, here's something that might be of interest to you. If you are interested in race, rally, or Autoslalom events, please contact the car club nearest you. Let's head off now to stock car racing with a report from Hammond River. Here's Andrew LaRue.
Coming into today's races, the point standings for the Sportsman division were led by Vinnie Bonner with 122 points. Coming in second was Les Lamb with 115. Scott Smith third with 100. Bill Somerville fourth with 95. And Dusty McLeod in fifth place with 87 points. In the Bomber division, the number one points getter is Chris Duncan with 107. Kevin Estes second with 105. Frankie Lowe third with 93. Kevin Brown fourth with 90. And rounding out the top five, Johnny Robichaud with 86. With me is Paul Burke. And Paul, you had a little trouble with your car here. What exactly happened?
When we were out there warming up, one of the Bomber cars come down on us. He got a little loose out there and come down and bent our spindle and stuff. So we just had to straighten the spindle out there and get her back on the road.
And what all did you have to do? Did you have to do anything else?
We had to set the toe in and stuff, toe out on the car. And
Okay then, thanks very much.
And we have Billy and Danny McNeil. And away goes Billy. Vinnie Bonner, you'll just tuck in behind Danny there for a second. Dustin McLeod's going to drive by the outside. Sarlo. And McNeil, going to scrape some paint about now, I'd say. Nope. Yeah, all right. Billy, what happened? Look at Vinnie Bonner. Uh-oh, Billy, you don't want that to happen. He gets out, he's gone. Don't think you can leave much room here. Danny McNeil holding off Vinnie Bonner and Billy Sarwell. They're going right at her, the two. Well, one's a Buick, one's a Lumina. Sarwell's a Lumina. Actually, Danny is Buick too. Dustin McLeod trying to get in, and Richard Clark. Hank Garland and Les Lamb. Obviously something wrong with Les. Les is not working right. Maybe he lost a gear in his transmission. Anyway, Danny McNeil holding off Billy Sarwell and Vinnie Bonner. Okay, well, Vinnie gets the hole. Vinnie gets the hole. Oh, he's in trouble now. Vinnie's gonna go out. Yeah, he should have. Well, then Sarwell would have ducked me, but what the hell? Danny McNeil, Billy Sarwell, Vinnie Bonner, Dusty McLeod, Richard Clark, Les Lamb, and Hank Garland. Whoa! Bonner, loser, coming to the turn. Danny McNeil holding him up. Now Vinnie's going to pull out the hole, will he? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Tucks her back in again. He doesn't want to come through side of 80. Danny McNeil. Looking good. Now Bonner. Going to get out from the outside. No, he took his boot out of it. Billy says, okay, my turn. Sarvo, he's going to go by him. Here in a minute. As you can see, 80, 27, and 1 are barreling down on the car 4. Here we go. Yeah, now number 80. What does he do? Does he go wide? Does he stay in? If he's smart, he'll go out. Looks like Billy Sarwell is going to get this one piece of cake. Now Vinnie Bonner, he's pull out. Will he? Won't he? Dusty McLeod will. Oh, now 80 goes out. Whoa! Hang on to your seats, folks. Here we go. 80's got a little room to somebody to hang on to, and he does. That's called a pumping post, right? Pulls out the hole. He's gone. Now he's out of shape. Yeah, here comes 27 and 1 back into the fray. 80 and 27 and 1. 1 lap to go. Billy Sarvell's leading her. Danny McNeil goes in mighty deep. Vinnie Bonner tucks her up in the inside. Now we're going for second and third. What's going to happen here? Hang on to your seats. Here she comes. Oh, Sarwell gone over the bank into a pole. Sarwell lost his brakes or something. Danny McNeil wins. Vinnie Bonner second. Dusty McLeod third. Billy Sarwell down over the bank. Never even slowed down for the turn. Okay, only hang on to your seats. They're away. Away we go. Kevin Rogerson out and flying. Randy Moore in the second place. John Johnson, Ronnie Angle jumps in the third. Johnny Roberts in the fourth. And here we go in the first turn. They're all bunched up. And Dougie McRae moving up pretty quick. And Chris Duncan moving up. Looking for some racing room. John Johnson doesn't know what he's into. He's in big time. Kevin Esty went high to the outside. In trouble almost. No, he gets through. Danny Madison moves up. Dougie McRae and Maynard Hamilton all moving up there a little bit. Out front, Kevin Esty, Randy Moore, or Kevin Rogers and Randy Moore, running ankle. Johnny Roberts got a trunk lid hanging. Timmy Bartlett, Homer Lane, Kevin Esty, Chris Duncan, Dougie McRae, Donnie Matheson, Maynard Hamilton, Danny Bartlett, John Johnson, Frankie Lowe, Dougie Moffitt, Kevin Esty, Kevin Rogerson. Randy Moore trying to catch him. Ronnie Angles into third place. Here comes Dougie Bart. Timmy Bradley really on the move. He working good there. Hole number 5, got her honking. Into fourth place he goes, ahead of Johnny Robertshaw. Homer Lane on the outside of Johnny Robertshaw. Chris Duncan right behind him, all boxed up. There's a whole pile of them in that hole. Yes, sir. Big time. Norris Trevors heading for the pits. Randy Moore trying to chase down Kevin Rogerson. Duncan trying to get out. Homer Lane holding on, but Homer's going to leave a hole here, and I think Duncan's going to pull out now. Yep, there he goes. Inside of Johnny Robershaw. Randy Moore chasing down Kevin Rogerson. Timmy Bradley really moving tonight. Chris Duncan on the move. Dougie McRae right behind him. Kevin Esty right in the side of Dougie McRae and Johnny Robershaw. Moving a little deep, I'd say. There goes Dougie McRae on the outside. Randy Moore chasing down Kevin Rogerson. He's right on his bumper now. Going for the win. It'll be his second one of the year if he does it. Look at Timmy Bradley working up on the 52 car and Chris Duncan on the move. Moore on the outside of Kevin Rogerson. Rogerson trying to hold him off, but he's going to get boxed in that 29 car and Moffat in front of him. It's going to be interesting. Look at Duncan moving up into fourth now. Nope, Dougie Moffat tucks in now. Kevin Rogerson pull out for it. He didn't make a good move there. He wasn't going to get boxed in. Randy got, what's his name? Oh, Randy got boxed in. Kevin Rogerson makes the move on the outside, holds on the lead. Chris Duncan on the move. Duncan up, trying to challenge Ronnie Ankle for third place. Randy Moore lost some ground there. Good move of Ronnie Ankle high to the outside. Timmy Bradley, Dougie McRae coming up on him. Maynard and Donnie Madison right into it. Kevin Esty loses in the turn. Meanwhile, up front, here's Randy Moore back into the fray. On the side of Dougie Moffat, he gives him a little hit. Pull over, he said, I want through. Anyway, Kevin Rogerson is really running a good race here tonight. Kevin Rogerson, Randy Moore, Ronnie Ankle, Chris Duncan, Dougie McRae, Timmy Bradley, Donnie Madison, Maynard Hamilton. Look at this, two on the outside. Maynard one on the inside, Donnie on the inside. Kevin Rogerson running away out front, really honking. Chris Duncan going to get passed by Dougie McRae here, I think. They're trading the paint. They already tangled once already tonight. Here we go. Kevin Rogerson holding off everybody. 2 to go. Oh, we got a spin out of crack up in the back end here. 2 cars sitting on the track. Frankie Lowe and John Johnson threads the needle. Woo! And we were doing so well. Oh, look at Homer Lane. You got a bumper, Dragon Sports. Okay, Kevin Esty or Kevin Rogerson and Randy Moore are gonna have the shootout here for 3 laps. Yeah, Kevin's running real strong tonight. We're gonna super race, staying tight. You gotta remember the 19 car is a lap car, and that's gonna let Chris Duncan in trouble here. He's not gonna be able to get out. Unless Mr. Moffat can boogie. 52, Ronnie Ankle. Chris is in trouble. He's boxed in. He ain't going anywhere. Yeah, that's going to get another lap. There we go. Coming to the green. Randy and Kevin hooked up and going. Trade the paint down the straight. Look at both of them. Straight into each other. Randy Moore goes in deep. Oh, Kevin Rogerson and Randy Moore. Kevin Rogerson pulls him down the backstretch and goes in deep. Randy gives him a little touch in the back end. Scrapes the paint. Now he's into the bumper of him. Now we're going to get straightened out, and Kevin Rogerson hold him on. And a move, Kevin. Running real strong. Kevin is working real good. Look at this. Dougie McRae coming. Dougie McRae moving up into second place. 1 lap to go for Kevin Rogerson. Can he hold off Dougie McRae? Dougie going wide. Randy Moore going to go up the inside of Dougie McRae. Meanwhile, Kevin Rogerson looks like he's going to do it. Dougie's coming hard, though. I don't think he can do it. Kevin Rogerson. Randy Moore just staring the sparks out from under. It's going to be Kevin Rogerson, Randy Moore, Dougie McRae, Ronnie Ankle, Chris Duncan, Don Masterson, Kevin Esty, Maynard Hamilton, Timmy Bartlett, Johnny Robershaw, Homer Lane, Frankie Lowe, and Tiny Bartlett. All right. Well, that was quick. Only 1 stop. Very good, gentlemen. You're raced super fine tonight. Okay. Here we go. Oh, they're all cranked up, ready to go. Danny Higgins, Mark Kraft. Look at Gerald Greenlaw on the outside. 3 abreast into the turn. Gerald, get the RPM build up. You know, can't hook on them little cruiser tires or you bite. Jordanson's boys on his way. Paul Jordan's looking for a hole, trying to get inside of Danny Higgins, outside of Danny Higgins. Ray Jordan, whoa! Ray, what happened to you? I forgot about the turn. Should have got to put the brakes on. Full of Billy Somerville, right? Out front, we have Paul Jordanson and Danny Higgins putting on quite a little show here. Whoop, you got him. And who's there with Mr. Bernard? Jerry Bernard on the move, car 46. Danny Higgins trying to get back inside, but Paul is gone. And here comes the other crew. Ray Jordan, yep, he's looking for a little room too. Yvonne Bernard, the Bernard boys, the Jordan boys, they're all into it, except one's way out front there. Look at that, oh, 27 helping 12 around the turn. Yep. Jerry Bernard having trouble getting by these three. 27 looking for a little hole there. Hey, he's gonna make one, right? Danny Higgins holding him off. And away out front at 99 is Paul Jordanson. He's just trucking along. Danny Higgins. Yvonne Bernard, Jerry Bernard, Paul Jordanson. Now Ray Jordan, he's looking for a little hole here. Whoa! Danny Higgins holding him off. And there goes Ray Jordanson on the outside of going by Danny Higgins. Yes, he is. Whoa, they're helping Danny around the turn. You notice that little bump? Ray Jordan jumps into second place. Yvonne Bernard, he's trying to, oh, he keeps running into Danny. What's wrong, Yvonne? No brakes? Jerry Bernard. Now, Jerry Bernard better get boogieing. Rick McCulley and Gerald Greenlaw having a little race back there. And out front, we have the Jordan boys, brothers, Paul and Ray. Paul's leading, and Ray's on second. Jerry Bernard trying to get into third place. Danny Higgins holding him off. Poor Mark Kraft, he spun out in turn one. Red flag time, shut him down. Oh, Danny Higgins and Mark McCauley, or Mark. Jerry Bernard right into it.
With me is Lee McCumber, tech man for the Eastern Mini Stock Association. Could you tell me, Lee, what does your job as a tech man involve?
Oh, basically, we're looking for safety. We go over the cars. Usually at the track, I try to get to every meet so that we can go over the cars, make sure they have everything they're supposed to have as far as the rules of the association goes. That's the Eastern Mini Stock Association rules. And we make sure they have fire extinguishers in the car that are up to date, make sure the roll cage is up to date and everything is, hunky-skunky all around so that nobody gets hurt. That's our prime thing, is that no one get hurt.
Okay, thank you very much, then.
No problem, sir.
With me is Gerald Greenlaw, who will be running in the mini stock car races today. And Gerald, what got you involved in the mini stock racing anyway?
Well, my father's been around cars for years. He used to run Sportsman up in Moncton area, so I just thought I'd get into it. I've always been around racing, so I liked it, so I thought I'd get into it.
Is this your first time racing here at Hammond River?
This is my second time. I was here once last year, fared out okay, so I thought I'd come out and try her again.
How many races have you run so far this year?
We've run 7 weeks down home in St. Stephen. We've had pretty good weather down there. We've only been rained out once, so down at Cedar Mills International Speedway.
Have you had much luck? A few wins, or?
Yeah, I've won a couple of weeks there. I'm doing pretty good.
Well, congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Here we go. Yeah, they'll be fighting now, won't they? And the Jordan brothers and the Bernard brothers right into her. Look at this, brother against brother. Yeah, hang on to your seats. Here they go. Look at this. Ooh, here's Mr. Bernard, Jerry Bernard looking for a hole too. He don't want to get the paint scratch, but I think he'd take a win. Look at them boys going at her, right at her, neck and neck, down the back stretch, into the turn. Side by each, Jerry Bernard going the inside. Oh! Oh no! Hey, what is that called, brotherly love or what? Oh! Whoa, look at this rollover. Holy mackerel, Jerry Menard. Such a pretty little car. Oh, my heavens. Hang on. Hang on to your hats. We'll have to give him a minute, see if we're going to get out. They're in there pretty good, and they got some rigging on them, so they're checking them out. I think he's going to be all right. Yes, he's waving. Jerry Menard. Big hand for Jerry Menard. Yes. Is that called a stuntman? Holy mackerlandy. Little car's top heavy. Even in the turn, you get up on the side, and she was gone. There she goes. Ooh. Yep. Well, it was a nice, pretty little car, but he scratched the paint there, didn't he?
As an update, Jerry Bernard did suffer serious hand injury, and because of the injury, the race organizer decided to halt the race since it is just an exhibition event. Jerry was able to walk away from the event, but he will be out of racing for probably a month or two. The car, however, will be back in action. The next time you see him will be at Petty Raceway when the mini stocks hit the 1/3 mile oval in Petitcodiac, New Brunswick.
Well, that was quite a little thrill. Quite a little thrill for us, and quite a little thrill for Jerry, I would say. Whoa. He was going hard. He clump. That's not him, no calling. No, he's over in the stand up there.
Who's down over there?
That's him. Go for him. Oh, yeah. Well, see, it's square, eh? The others are... I was thinking of buying one of them go-karts. Oh.
I'm walking away and you got hurt.
All right, get them all slowed down. Everybody together, and then get at her. Still hard to see coming in that turn. They're away. Randy Moore looking for a little racing room. He'd like to get right up there first. He's making a hole. Yes, sir, Randy Moore. Yo, just blew Norris Travers away. Now he's going after Steve Muir on the outside. Went in real deep. Whoa, Randy and Steve are right into it together. Crashing and banging. Now Randy and Maynard are into her. Yep. Or not Maynard, Norris Travers, I mean. Yeah. They're really scraping the paint. What's Dougie McRae doing way back there? Here's Randy coming up on the outside of Steve Muir again. Steve Muir gets a hammer down, shoves him out a little bit. Norris Travers says, I'll take the inside lane. Steve Muir says, I want the inside lane. Now, here we go. 3 abreast into the turn. Hang on. Something's going to happen. Yep. Steve Muir gets sandwiched. Randy Moore gets him back down into the wall. And, oh, barely gets stopped. Maynard Hamill, Dougie McRae. Randy Moore, Maynard, Dougie's off. Maynard's back on. Steve's, and out front is Norris Travers and Ronnie Ankle coming hard. And look at Mark Muir. Woo, number 2 right up there. I think Steve better hit the pits. I think you're not going to make her sport. Whoa, he tried to get in the pits, but he didn't quite make it. He'll come around once more and then go off. Anyway, Norris Travers, Ronnie Ankle, Mark Muir, here comes Maynard. Got the hammer down halfway. Dougie McRae and Randy Moore. Whoa, Mark Muir right sideways. Randy Moore sideways. And Steve Muir, he's going to get off the track because guess who's making it slippery up there? Norris Travers. Look at Maynard coming at her. Going for the goals, Maynard says. Norris Travers, Ronnie Ankle, and Maynard Hamill. Here comes Dougie coming back at her again. Maynard on the outside of Ronnie Ankle. Norris Travers hanging on, but he's got 2 laps to go, but Maynard's coming. And Maynard's not going to settle for second. He's going for the goal. Dougie McRae having trouble. He worked real good the first race. Norris Travers running Maynard out a little bit. 1 lap to go, but I'd say Maynard's got her. He does. Tucks her into first place. Norris Travers, Ronnie Ankle, Mark Muir get back up in there. Oh, she ever smoking that back tire. And here comes Dougie McRae. And for the first place, it will be Maynard Hamilton, Ronnie Ankle. Norris Travers, what happened to you, Norris? Dougie McRae.